SEC's Gary Gensler is once again reiterating that they are going to crack down on anybody that is criminally responsible for restricting trading in GameStop and AMC and all the other retail stocks back in January. As well as that, in this video, there is a couple other key things that you guys should at least be made aware about. And I'm not going to break it all down for you guys. The video is only about 2 minutes long, so we will go ahead and play the video, and then I'll give you a little bit more of my thoughts afterwards. So let's get straight to it.
What is clearing and settling? And what do they have to do with a company named GameStop? In January, several retail brokerage applications restricted customer access to trading in certain meme stocks, like GameStop, as you recall. The market was extremely volatile, up and down, and many investors were told at a critical moment that they couldn't purchase stock. Understandably, these decisions drew a lot of questions. Access to our markets was restricted, and I share the frustration of investors who were locked out from making certain transactions. Everybody should have access to our capital markets. We're taking a close look at the events of earlier this year, where we find that there was wrongdoing anywhere in our markets. We'll pursue it. One thing we do know that drove part of this, though, was the plumbing. No, not that kind of plumbing. Market plumbing. Behind our retail trades is something called a clearinghouse. They exist to reduce the risk of our capital markets by stepping between buyers and sellers to help ensure that they get their securities on one side and cash on the other. They also add some time between when you execute a buy order, for example, and when you actually get the stock. If you enter into a trade on a Monday, say, the cash and securities don't finish changing hands until Wednesday. That's called 2-day settlement. But what if the price goes way up and the seller no longer wants to hand over securities? Or what if the broker goes out of business before that 2 days were up? So clearinghouses need to have rules standing in the middle to reduce those risks. And importantly, the parties to the trade need to post some money called collateral, or technically margin, to cover any of those potential losses. So back to January, the significant volatility, the trading volume in these meme stocks like GameStop prompted larger than usual calls for money, margin calls on these brokerage applications. A number of brokers then stepped in and restricted investors' ability to purchase certain stocks. These decisions raise a number of questions about the rules and procedures for brokers. Separately, they also prompted questions about whether we could lower the risk by addressing the plumbing. The longer it takes for a trade to settle, the slower the plumbing. The more risk our markets assume, the more risk fundamentally that we all assume. The good news, though, is we now have the technology to shorten that plumbing to 1 day, or even perhaps the same day. You buy a stock on Monday, you get it on Tuesday, or maybe even Monday evening. I've asked the staff of the Securities and Exchange Commission to put together a draft proposal for the Commission's review on this topic. In the meantime, I encourage you to read more about the meme stock events in the SEC staff's recently published GameStop report. Check it out on our website, sec.gov.
So what it sounds like to me is that here very shortly, we're going to be getting T+1 or even T+0 settlement time, meaning that, like he said in the video, if you buy a stock today, you would get that actual stock in your account by the end of today. That is the best case scenario, and ultimately I think that is going to be something that would really help the AMC MOAS. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, this is actually supposed to be happening T+0 or T+1 settlement time in the first quarter of 2022. Correct me if I'm wrong down below in the comment section. It's been a couple months since we did go over that, but either way, that is coming soon, and that will be a huge thing for the AMC MOAS. There will be no reason to disable the buy button at that current moment. There will be essentially very little risk for any counterparties such as the clearinghouse or the actual brokerages like Robinhood, Webull, etc. So that is very important. That looks to be definite. As far as criminal, reports, that could take a while to pan out. I do expect something to come out of this because obviously Citadel, Robinhood, the way that they were colluding together, not a great thing, and I think there's some criminal implications there. But like I said, this kind of thing takes a very long time to pan out. So that is going to be all for this quick video. If you guys like my insight on this, if you guys like the information that is provided to you in the video, hit that like button for me, consider subscribing to the channel. Let me know in the comment section, do you think this is all just a cover-up, if the SEC is covering up for the hedge funds yet again? Let me know what you guys think about that, as well as free stock, links for free stock for public, for Webull, as well as the buy and sell alerts in the description of this video. If you guys want to be notified every time a trade is bought or sold, that is at your disposal. We have been killing it over there. So that's going to be all. You guys enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you in the next video.